John Hope Bryant, founder and CEO of Operation Hope. He joins us this morning from Atlanta, where he is gearing up for a very big annual conference of his, the Hope Global Forum annual meeting. It happens this week. It just started last night, I believe, and you've got a huge lineup of guests, John, so we're going to talk about that as well. What are you looking at in terms of inflation? How much of that is going to be threaded throughout so many of the conversations that you're having over the next couple of days?
Well, thanks for having me, Andrew, Becky, everybody, Joe. It's, it is, of course, the backdrop of every conversation because it affects who travels. It affects what they pay for gas to get here. It affects their ability to pay for hotels. And these are folks with many of them. We're like the Davos for the working class or for the empowerment of the poor and the underserved. That sort of pulsation energy of making the economy work for all. But a lot of the attendees, the 4,000 delegates, are working class folks with too much month at the end of their money. You'd think in this current environment, Andrew, that this would be a showstopper because inflation is still very stubborn. It has to be the measure of grit that we had a line around the corner yesterday, 2 hours before early bird registration. Around the corner. It was unbelievable. It crashed the registration system. I came downstairs a moment ago. It was a lady sitting there, beautifully dressed, single mother, been there since 6 a.m. waiting to register. She's all in. It defies logic. You have these issues on the one hand that should be headwinds that keep people from leaning in and keep people pretty much down in distress right now. But a little bit of hope and a little bit of a business plan seems to turn everything around and a little bit of opportunity.
John, which is worse, higher unemployment or higher inflation in your mind?
Oh, higher unemployment. And I think less access to capital, less access to credit. Tony Ressler, who will be here, owner of the Atlanta Hawks, said that the new civil rights is as much education you shove down your throat, access to capital, low-cost credit, and access to opportunity at scale. I think when you don't have those things, either be it a write a check or cash one, an employment or employer, then all bets are off. The lights go off in America in your brain. I think if you have that, you can sort of outrun. People are making more of a living wage these days also. They're just seeing, I guess the answer is, Andrew, they're seeing opportunity in front of them, and that's what they're holding on to. That's more powerful
John,
than
you've
inflation.
Got the pulse
I'd say let's take the medicine right now.
You've got the pulse of 4,000 people down there today and tomorrow, and it's a remarkable event that you put together. And I'm actually just sorry that I couldn't be there in person this year. But when you think about what's happening in this country, we were watching Janet Yellen on 60 Minutes last night. She thinks that inflation's coming down, that there won't be a hard landing. Are you seeing the same thing, or do you think it's worse or better than we think?
I think that we need to go ahead and take the rest of the medicine that the Fed's dishing out, get it out the way. I do think the inflation is coming down slowly. Gas prices are coming down slowly. I see commodity prices either stabilizing or coming down slowly. I don't see them continuing to go up. I think that is a measure of hope as we go into the end of the year. I think that people are feeling that by mid-2023, we're going to be stabilized and ready. The economy's going to be ready to actually pivot towards something positive. That's the vibe, the energy you get from here. Not just the attendees who are sort of workforce, but the CEOs and leaders as well.
And John, you attract quite the lineup of leaders. Tell us what you have on tap over the next couple of days. And I know that Frank Holland is with you and is going to be bringing us some news throughout the program.
Yeah, we're missing you, Andrew, but yes, he's doing a great job. By the way, Becky mentioned, I believe, talking about I think the year later, talking about the moon and what opportunities exist there, and I think she said it's 1800s all over again, if I caught that right. That's actually applicable to this as well. As you know, 1800s was, after Civil War, was a Reconstruction period. And it was doing well. It was putting America back together with everybody contributing, and then, of course, politics and folks who are obstructionists stopped the progress. And I think we have a shot at that all over again now to get everybody into the economy so the color's not white or black or red or blue. It's green. And we have from CEO of Walmart, #1 Fortune 500 company in America, he's here. CEO of Delta Airlines, he's here. CEO of PayPal, he's here. CEO of iHeartRadio, he's here. Bunch of other CEOs are here. President of MSNBC, Rashida Jones, she's here. They're traveling here physically. CEO of Pfizer. And you have leaders like Bishop T.D. Jakes and Ambassador Andrew Young, who was here with Dr. King 6 years ago. And, of course, you have entertainment leaders like Charlemagne Thy God and T.I. and Killer Mike. It's from billionaires, millionaires, to somebody trying to buy some air, all in the same place, looking for opportunity for all. It's quite inspiring. And every race